In this video, I'm going to show you how I have learned how to create A+ content for my books on Amazon KDP. If you are a nonfiction book author or writer like me, you're going to want to tune into this video because A+ content helps you to sell more books. Welcome to my channel. I'm Sharlrita Deloatch. I'm a content strategist and author, and I love to teach women like you who are established women coaches how to create digital assets with ease in your business. And when I talk about with ease, I talk about PLR, which we call private label rights, using that content as well as repurposing what you have stored in their Google Drive. Okay, so if you like this type of content, hit that subscribe button. Also, like this video. Also, there's a notification bell that you can hit as well. So every time I upload a video, which is about 3 times a week, okay, you will get a notification straight to your inbox. Let's get into the church announcements first. So we have the church announcements. I have a free mini training for established women coaches. I want to share with you 10 mistakes that I see a lot of women coaches make when it comes to creating digital assets. And I don't want you to make those mistakes, okay? Because they're costly. It costs a lot of money and it costs a lot of time. And I know you don't want to waste either. So get access for free to this free mini training. Go to sharlritadeloatch.com/10 mistakes. I also have the link in my description. Also, of course, I'm teaching you how to create digital assets. I want to give you access to my digital assets. Being in the publishing industry for over 6 years, I have created a library of digital assets that you can access in my academy. Inside of the academy, you can learn how to build a profitable publishing business. You can learn how to write, publish, and market your book to millions. Join for free, profitablepublishersacademy.com. And since we're talking about A+ content today, you're going to learn more about my book series, Savvy Simple Coaching ebook series. You can find me on Amazon, my author page. Hit that follow button because what I love about Amazon KDP is when you follow your favorite authors, every time they upload a book, you get an email. So I want you to get that. So make sure you follow me there. But my Savvy Simple Coaching ebook series is for you. You are wanting to start your coaching practice. Maybe you've been in coaching and you need some refreshing. This book series is for you. And we're going to talk about that today as well. Okay, so let's talk about this A+ content. First of all, what is A+ content? I'm going to tell you guys, I have recently learned about A+ content this year, and I've been watching and learning. So you're going to watch me on this video upload some A+ content for one of my books in my ebook series, but I want to show you, how to do that. So A+ content is it's an enhanced brand content for your Amazon KDP, not just the page, but it's like a sales page for your book. Okay, so if you want to put it in layman's terms, something that you can understand, it's basically a sales page content for your book. Okay, it is one of the misrepresented parts of your book page that a lot of authors never use. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you, I was one of those authors until now, and so I started to really learn about A+ content and dive it into Amazon KDP. There's a lot of great features in Amazon KDP, and we missing a lot, but not anymore. That's why you have me, and I'm going through this with you. Okay, let me show you some examples of some great A+ content that I saw, and this is for nonfiction. So if you write nonfiction books like me, so I write business books. As you see, my ebook series is Savvy Simple Coaching. So I write self-help books in that genre. There is a difference with the A+ content, especially with a lot of videos that are on YouTube. A lot of A+ content, some are geared towards low content books like journals and planners. Some of the videos are geared to, I saw maybe one or two geared towards nonfiction, and then this one is going to be geared towards nonfiction, but I saw that a lot for fiction as well. So even if you're watching this video and you're a fiction author, definitely you can watch this, but this is really for the nonfiction. Okay, so here's some examples that I saw, and I'm going to show you. You have Tiffany's book here. She's called The Budgetnista, and this is one of her books here. And if you scroll down to where it says from the publisher, so it will say from the publisher, This right here, you see how nice this is? Like, it just makes you want to buy her book. And then I didn't even know she had a second book. So I love this. This was amazing. Okay, so this is something that you can draw your readers in. I love that she has her 3 Tiffany tips here. She has a workbook. I guess it goes along as a companion with her book. So just to give you some ideas, here's another one. Okay, if you're familiar with Pastor Mike Todd, I think he goes by Pastor, but he is a world renowned pastor, transformational church. He just launched a book here in October 2023. So I scrolled down. He's actually a New York Times bestseller. All right. So he's written a book before, he's written a couple of books before. But if you look at from the publisher, I love his A plus content. So this is A plus content. So he has his is a little different from Tiffany's, but they have the same format. So they have this long picture here, then they have three quotes here. So it looks like he has 3 quotes from probably from the book, and then he has 3 quotes from people that read his book. So Kurt Franklin gave a little short snippet of a testimonial. Tim Ross and Dr. Darius Daniel, who's another great pastor as well. And I'm quite sure if I look at his book, the author of Your Purpose is Calling, I'm sure he has great content too. So if you are writing like a Christian, if your audience is Christian community, still nonfiction, but Christian community, this is a great idea. I like this. You can't heal what you don't reveal. So I love that. So it grabs your readers in to give them a sneak peek on what's inside of the book. Okay. Here's another one. Here's another example. Let me close these two out. Another example is Rachel Rogers. I have this book as well. We Should All Be Millionaires. So her book right here, here's her A plus content. So hers is a little bit different. She has 2 slides here. So she has her picture, the cover of the book. She looks like she has a quote here, and she has some wording here. So hers look a little bit more different. But again, this is like nonfiction. Even if you're writing a book and you are sharing your story, just to give you some ideas on A plus content. I think I have one more. Yes. So if you don't know, Dr. Eric Thomas, his last book called You Owe You. He's a New York Times bestseller author as well. And he has A plus content right there from the publisher. So his is a little bit different. His picture is not up there, nor is it on the book. So he has some quotes here from different people that has read his book. So I love that as well. So you can make this, get creative, get very, very creative when it comes to your A plus content. I highly suggest that you do that. Okay. So you guys, I've already created my A plus content. So what I'm going to do here, right here. So this is the size that I'm using. This size is, let's see what size is this. 970 by 300. Okay, so this is 970 by 300 pixel. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I have 4 pages or modules, which you're going to see when I upload it, the difference. Okay, so I did do some for my first book. So this is the first book in my Savvy Simple Coaching ebook series. This is the A plus content. I've already uploaded this already. So I'm trying to make them look a little bit. They're going to look about the same, except the coloring is going to be different, because it's different. It's different books. So I have a quote here along with the picture of the book. I got this mock-up made in mock-up shops right here. So I use this tool right here called mock-up shots. Okay, mock-up shots. Well, you can get so many templates of your book in mock-up. Canva also has an option as well. I don't really like Canva's mock-up, so I just use mock-up shots. I put the link in the description if you want to take a look at mock-up shops. This is great for any book. All you need to do is upload the front cover. You don't necessarily have to upload the back cover if you want to, but I just do the front cover for mine, and it just comes up with different mock-ups for you. Okay, so This is the transparent background one. If I wanted to use this, this is the meme. So I have access to memes. So there's different memes of people holding my book. Okay, so that's there. Also some gifts or gifts. What people say they gifts, that those are there as well. And then if I had, like, for example, because I have a series, I would use the multi-book images, especially if I have, one or two, especially when I get the third cover back from my graphic designer, I can upload all three in here as well. Okay. So just to give you a little background on that. So I already, and then I have right here on my page too, I just have like 5 steps to coaching rate mastery. Does I just have something that comes from the book. Also, in all of my book series, you get access to coaching resources. So I make that plain. You want that to stand out, especially if, again, in the nonfiction, you always want to add value to your books. So when you when you download my book series, you get access to some coaching resources that's not displayed in the public. It's only for those that purchase my ebooks. Okay. So I have a little quote here: start and grow your coaching business with this ebook series here. And I got this little card, and then I have the cover here. Okay. So let's upload these right here for the second book. Okay, so this is for book number 2. We already did book number 1. See, I just changed the coloring, changed the cover. So I pretty much want them to look the same. I didn't have to change anything here, but just change the color. And then I added, you see, I added the first book to this one as well, because on my sales page for the second book, I want people to know that I have another book that goes along with that. And normally Amazon does a great job, especially if you put your book in series, which you have the opportunity to do that in the back office on your KDP account. When you do that, no, most of the time, the Amazon KDP will suggest, they say, hey, you got this book, you might want to get this book. Okay, so let's get these downloaded, and then we're going to upload these to Amazon KDP. Download your photos, download them. Make sure you download them in Canva. You're going to download them in as a PNG. So I download mine as a PNG. I already downloaded the other pages, so I'm going to download the last page. I know the gentleman in the video I was watching, he was saying sometimes you probably want to push your photo up a size right here to make sure that it, shows up, because you don't want it to show up blurry on Amazon KDP. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there, and I'm just going to hit download. Okay. All right, so once all 4 of my pages are downloaded, so let's go over here to Amazon KDP. And the place that you need to go, here's my back office here. You will need to go to the marketing. All right, so you're going to go to marketing. And right over here, you will see where it says A plus content. You can read over the guidelines. You can even look at some examples that they have here too. So they have some examples here. I want to see the series example. So like this is the series example. I like that. So it gives you, those different examples that you can use. I absolutely love this one. So yeah, you can get really, really creative with your A plus content, which I highly suggest that you do. I'm doing not basic, but I'm learning. As I'm learning, I'm taking you along with me. So you may see something, different that you can do, and do that for your book. Okay. So you have to choose a market. My books are in Amazon.com. Now, if you have your books in these other markets, you have to upload your A plus content in each market separately. So if I had my books in .com and .co.uk, I will have to do .com first and then come back and do .co.uk. Okay. Right now, I just have my books in Amazon.com. Okay. So you just go to manage A plus content. All right. So it's going to look like this. As you see, I have the first one that has been submitted. So it says submitted right here. And let's go ahead and get started. We go right here where it says start creating A plus content. Okay. So you want to give your content a name. Okay. So I'm going to name mine. I'm going to put SS coaching book number 2. Okay, because I already did number 1. So just have a content name for you. Now we're going to add the module. Now the modules is for each picture. So each picture is considered a module according to Amazon KDP. Okay. So if you see the different ways that you can get this done, but for on this video, we're going to do a standard image and dark text overlay. Okay. So we're not going to use the text. We're going to just use our image. Okay. So if you had just maybe a plain text like they had, you can add, if you had just a plain picture like they had, you can add your own text here if you wanted to do that. Okay. But I have my picture already, so I'm just going to hit add text, add the background, and then I'm going to go over here and grab my first, which is right here. Okay, so that's the first one. And then you want to give your image some keywords. So I'm going to say SS book number 2, slide 1. Okay, so we'll do that and add. All right, so it's not going to look like this when you upload it. It's going to remove all of this, but we just leave it like that. Okay. All right, so we're not done. We're going to continue to add another, and we're going to use the same one. We're going to add the second picture. So I only have 4. Okay, and this is just for you. Number book 2, slide 2. Okay. How about this? I'm going to copy that, and then I'll just change the numbers and add. Okay. Let's add our third one. Right here. 1, 2, 3. That's 3. Add. Oh, this is slide 3. Add. All right, we're going to add the last one. Okay. I'm thinking it's only 4 you can add, but it looks like it keeps letting you add. It just depends on how you are positioning your content. So it may look different, just like we saw with the other books that we looked at. Theirs will look different than mine, but I'm only going to add 4. Okay, so once you add all of the content that you want, then you're going to hit next, and you're going to apply the ASINS number. Now, where do you get this? You can either search for it. Yes, you can search according to your books. Now, this is only going to pull up what's in your library of books. All right. So I'm going to go over here to Amazon and grab mine. Let me see. Where's mine? That's not it. That's not it. Okay. I'm going to go right here to bookshelf. And we are doing A+ content for this book right here. So here's my ASIN number right here. So we're going to do it because you got to make sure you assign it to the right book. Okay, so grab that number. I'm going to hit search right here, and it's going to pull up the book that I want. So just verify, make sure that that's the book that you want, and then you can hit apply content. Okay, so we're going to apply the content. Now we're going to hit review and submit. Okay, so this is like what it's going to look like. Okay, it's going to look just like this. Okay, so that's the mobile. This is the desktop. This is what it will look like on a desktop when somebody views it on a desktop. It looks pretty good to me. All right, so we'll see once it goes to the Amazon page. Okay, so but you have an opportunity to see what it looks like. This is what it looks like for my first book. So this is for book number 1. So there's the desktop there. So that's for book number 1. Okay, so we're submitting for book number 2. All right. So once you're done, you're going to hit submit for approval because it has to be approved. You'll submit your content to Amazon for review and publication. It can take up to 7 business days for your content to be reviewed. and if approved, up to 24 hours for it to appear on the detail page after it's published. If your content is not approved, you will be notified for the reasons for the content. So I'm guessing you. I'm not sure if I will be notified if approved, but if not approved, it looks like we will be notified. So I will keep you guys posted on either or, but it's going to take 7 business days for this to be approved. So we're going to submit for approval. All right. And that's all it takes right there for your A plus content. All right. So I highly suggest that if you are, especially a nonfiction author, think about what would your readers will want to see, especially inside if you have some valuable other content that people will see and will need in order to get the book. So think sales. Okay. So think about your sales page. I'm going to look over some more information with A plus content, like the do's and the don'ts. But I pretty much made mine according to what I've been seeing, and just to make sure that I'm following in the guidelines of Amazon KDP. Okay, so I will keep you guys posted on the A plus content, of course, with another video. But tell me below in the comments, do you use A plus content? Do you plan to use A plus content? And I welcome any comments and questions as well. All right. Talk to you guys soon.